Well, welcome everybody to an area called Hilltop here in Ebbw Vale. My name's Andrew Myatt. I'm Director of Housing at Calon. We're a housing association who've existed since 2010 when we took over 6,000 homes from Blaenau Gwent County Borough Council. However, that was only a tiny part of the story. Alongside all of the homes that we took over that we needed to improve, they also gave us the equivalent of many hundreds of football pitches in terms of size, of open space, greenland, woodlands. And in fact, we're in one of those areas now here today in Hilltop. And for many years, we maintained those areas, and in some cases we developed new homes on those grassed areas. However, we started to get lots of feedback from members of the community and local people that they thought we were missing an opportunity to do a lot more with our grassland, with our open space, with our woodlands. And we were challenged with what could you do over the next 10 to 15 years. So around 14 months or so ago, we started working with an organisation called SAMCAT to start to explore what we could do, and we came up with our first woodlands and open space strategy. And here today we're on one of our first sites, which is starting to take shape and form, where we're going to be building some raised beds that will be looked after, community ownership. It will promote community growing. We're working very closely with One Life Autism, who are a local voluntary and charity who are also based on this site. The project here in Hilltop is really, really important to Calon. We also recognise that we want to do more of this. So we've got another 2 sites across the borough that we've already identified. One in an area called Calon and one in an area called Coika, because it's what the local community and the local tenants said that they wanted. So those areas will be managed and overseen by members of the community. We will be there to support them every step of the way, but it was really important we didn't go along and say, this is what we think you should have.
We did broad consultation in the 3 areas that we're developing, and overwhelmingly people said that they wanted to be able to grow their own food. And that has a whole host of benefits. Obviously, healthy, fresh, organic food is really important. It's important because of the cost of living crisis. Fresh food is expensive and it's difficult for people to access. But there's a much bigger picture here, which is around health, well-being, community cohesion. There's an awful lot of lonely people who use the centre, and it gives them a way of coming together and sharing something that's natural. And there is something very special about that you don't get really from anything else.
My name is Susan Gibbons. I'm the chair and founder of the One Life Autism Support Charity. I started this nearly 8 years ago, and that was due to a need for support in Blaenau Gwent, autism support. Since then, of course, we've all gone through COVID, and that made us realise then that there was also a need for support within the Hilltop community and surrounding areas. Led me then to contact others to ask if we could have a community allotment close by that we would support the community with, and everyone get involved, including us. I'm hoping now that within the next few months that will be open. The project is well underway, the fencing is up and the ground's being prepared.
Once we've completed our 3 areas initially, we really want to take a step back and make sure we listen to the community about whether these projects have achieved what they wanted. And it will be at that stage that we look to grow the project at pace in other areas, matching the local tenants' needs and what those communities say they want. Very much the start of a long-term 10 to 15 programme that I'm so excited. I probably won't be here by the end of the programme, but I'll definitely be coming back to see what Blaenau Gwent looks like in 15 years.